they would want one and my auntie would want one for themselves to take home. And then there'd be three for the day. And then it got to a point where I was like, well, I want to be able to eat them too, because they go through them so fast, I wouldn't even be able to get to them, even though they were like, you know, out to eat and stuff. Like my family would just like hoe into them and stuff. So then I started making two for myself as well. So then it ended up being like I'd have to make like 7 fucking cheese balls. And it was so much work and it became so fucking expensive. I just started saying no. Especially around about the time when I stopped being able to eat cheese and like when my lactose intolerance was really, really high. And when I stopped being able to eat meat, I just said no because like I changed the recipe and everybody bitched about it. They were like, oh, like why can't you just make like us ones with like the ingredients? And I'm like, because I can't eat them at all. If I make you a cheese ball that has like stuff I can't eat, then like I'm literally just not like able to like participate in Christmas and stuff. Anyway, so yeah, I just completely just said no, and somebody else got tasked with making it from then on, which was kind of not really my problem at that point. Don't tell me that you're supposed to cut your cheese before eating. It's veggie fruit produce has been GM'd so much the seeds don't function properly. Yeah, I've seen that. So we got a watermelon the other week, and not a whole watermelon. They come in like a fucking 1/8 over here, and the seeds were both black and white. The white ones are supposed to be the unfertilized seedless type. I know that's like I know what I said, but it's basically supposed to be that the seeds don't function kind of thing, right? They're not the hard black crispy ones kind of thing. But there were half and half seeds, like as if they'd like mixed germinated them or fucked up something. And I just thought it was really interesting to see because I haven't really seen a speckled watermelon seed before. Like I've seen brown and black speckled, but I've never seen white and black at the same time. So I thought that that was really cool. I also want to leave, since I'm going to go inside the building, I'm going to leave these in the car because that seems more practical. So half unrelated topic, but today I've got, was it mustard? Sorry, let me have a drink. Mustard from a different company that I usually buy. And goddamn, there was, where was this thing before? I absolutely love, spiciest thing in the world. Old mustard I was buying was like child's play. Is it? Even my cats were enjoying eating it. But that one that I got today was so good. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes like coming across like a new condiment for your food and stuff can be like just such a sweet moment. Like I was enjoying like this hot sauce, right? And I'm like, oh, you know, it's my drinking hot sauce. It's literally the bottle that like I drink from every so often. Nobody else uses it, so it's fine. It's just like this like stored hot sauce. Anyway, I'm like, I don't really need to ever like increase this for any reason. And then I came across they have an extra spicy version. And I'm like, oh, yeah? What's this then? And so I was like, I obviously like requested Nick like get that. And yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a whole like bottle of reflux. It really is. But it's a nice like tasting like genuinely spicy hot sauce stuff. And I think if she eats a burger she'll get sick. But yeah, I was quite chuffed with that. I'm like, I should have found it sooner. Fish fingers rotten. PTSD from making and packing condiments for 5 years. No, bad dog. That sucks. Do you still use stuff for obviously like spicing and like flavoring and shit? Or is it kind of like just like you look at it and it's like a traumatic event kind of thing at this point? Is a nasal cleanser root? What? Oh, the mustard stuff. Well, a similar thing with I don't mind. I think I got a frying pan at home, but they can be used as a weapon. I don't mind ginger cookies, but I like my ginger cookies to be like fucking spicy ginger, you know? Whereas like a lot of people kind of gingerbread kind of stuff, it's a different thing. It's still nice. It's still very pleasant. Except that like you can have like spicy ginger and stuff and that shit's great. because you bite into it and just for like a hot moment, you're not sure if everything's in your mouth is like spicy and on fire and like you just need like a drink and stuff. You used to be able to get it way up north. But I don't know if I think they changed the recipe last time I went up there. I tried to buy it and it wasn't as spicy and I found it very lackluster. So I found that was a shame, but I suspect that what probably happened is people probably, because it was in a touristy area, I suspect the tourists bought it and were not accustomed to how spicy it was going to be, kind of thing, in the sense of a cookie in a biscuit. And it was probably like having problems with that. That's the only thing I can like logistically expect from it. Either that or it perhaps maybe saves some money if they don't put whole chunks of it instead of like if they grate it up and like has the flavor, perhaps, you know. That's the only thing I can really like think of with it. All right, yeah, I'm gonna pick up whatever I can pick up. I know she's pretty tired. I just like get her to like sit down for just a sec. I don't want you to sleep. It is pretty late in the afternoon. They can sleep in their cars, can't they? Just out of interest. I remember somebody saying they could sleep in the cars. Let's just go put her in the car. I know that in here is just as fine. I could probably make her sleep on the ground. But I want to just go put some stuff back in the car. If I can. Time tried real wasabi. And it made me cry because I was so used to fake ones. I put half a teaspoon in my sushi plate. Because it's actually meh. I've heard that like real wasabi is supposed to be milder and nicer than the fake horseradish stuff. Because like I'm not a big wasabi, like, horseradishy fan. Like, I don't know what's in horseradish, but I know I used to have to take horseradish supplements or something when I was a kid. I don't fucking know why. There was part of, like, a whole list of things I used to have to take, growing up and stuff. But it was one of them, and I hated them. It's like you get horseradish fucking reflux and it's something. But yeah, that shit will clear your nose. There's a fantastic episode of The Nanny where Fran Fine has wasabi. She goes to a sushi restaurant and just briefly she has like a big glob of wasabi. She's like, oh, I love avocado. And then she falls off her seat and she gets up and she has the most dignified voice. And like she sounds so like great kind of thing for like just a hot minute, because like she obviously has like the really high like nasally kind of like shrill sort of voice and shit, and yeah, then she like can speak normally for like a hot second, and then it kind of like wears off. She's like, gee, I wonder how long this is going to last, because it like really clears my sinuses and shit. And yeah, I don't know how to make you sleep in here. So yeah, anyway, she basically, it wears off and then she's like unimpressed with it. But the whole time Cece's just like bugging her eyes out at it. It's fantastic. I see that clip pop up every so often. I'm just going to make her sleep inside on the ground because I'm not sure yet how to make people sleep in the cars. But yeah, I don't know. So horseradish is basically like a... how would I put it? It's kind of like a fiery grated root kind of thing, I'm pretty sure. Similar to ginger, but stronger in a different way. Let's make you sleep on the ground. You're not going to like it, but it should be fine. So basically, horseradish is something where when you eat it, you feel it in your nasal passage. Your sinuses are super cleared out. And she woke up pretty quickly. Yeah, your sinuses basically like clear out, and it's kind of like spicy to breathe and stuff like that. But it's not like a hot sauce, not like a heat, where like a hot sauce would make your mouth and your lips and stuff burn. It doesn't do that kind of stuff, you know. To sleep in the car, you gotta get in the car, open the radio menu. Okay, radio menu is bound to be, yep. I probably could have done that. She probably would have had a better sleep, but she had a little nap for the moment. So it's better than nothing, you know. I kind of don't like how dark this room is, and I actually took her flashlight away. So we may have to wait till the morning before I can deal with that. I could go back outside and grab some food from my car, because I just put everything out there. I might do that. Because it's brighter out there than it is in here. So we'll do that. It's funny that in Twitch chat your name is red. Was it on the stream as blue? Oh yeah, yeah. So that's what I was talking about the other day with, you know, when I put your names and stuff on my character and whatever. So I take a swatch of whatever your color is physically in the chat for me. And sometimes it's different for you guys. But then when it appears on my screen, it's sometimes a completely different color. Yeah. Yeah, see, if you can see the screen at the moment, it's coming up as blue. But in the chat, you're orange. So, like, funny shit like that. I also just realized I left the lights on in my car, which means my battery is probably flat. Hold on. Let's turn that off. I still have a good battery. Sucky. Yeah, some people have that because there's a few people where their names come up as like grey in chat. But they'll come up as like similar colors, but then on screen there's something completely different. My hot dog buns are rotten. I might as well leave them out. I can't do anything with the mac and cheese. And I don't have my can opener on me for some reason. I must have dropped that back home. Let's see. I can eat chickpeas. I could eat chips and shit. We can eat some chips and some stuff. More or less playing. I did have mustard oil splash me though. It burns. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, no, if you've had like stuff like sauces and shit like splashed on you, because like fresh mustard would be like, fresh mustard is kind of like a, it's not, but it's like a pepper kind of thing. So yeah, I get that. I could hear a zombie nearby, so I'm gonna go back inside. She just had a couple of things to eat, so this is fine. To your bottom left corner, your name is blue. Yeah. There's a Viking tower, please smiling. No, hey Viking. Give me some pats. Why is she upset? She's a little uncomfortable, probably because of the floor. But, yeah, I find it... Okay, so it gets really, really interesting for me when I have, like, several people that have the same color. Like, every so often I get a few people that all have blue or all have green. And it gets really difficult because sometimes I'll look over and I'll see the color and I won't notice that it's a different person talking straight off the bat. And it'll take me like a hot second to be like, oh, wait a second, that's a completely different person. Because when I talk to you guys, I kind of like, to a degree, like mentally commit what conversation was with who. And so, yeah, when I next talk to you and stuff, I remember what was sort of said and stuff. And sometimes I have that little like overlap of, oops, you know, from seeing a similar color. That's why sometimes like I fuck up and I'm like, oh yeah, did this happen? And you're like, that's not me. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I've noticed that. I also wish I could get a bag of sunflower seeds at the moment. You could buy spiced ones. I could really go for like a bag of sunflower seeds. Bag of wallpaper paste powder. Maybe. Also, no worries, Keelan. Go for it. It's feather the keel and wagging tarply. No. Smiles receiving pats. So I couldn't get in here before. What I should do, hold on. Because once you open a door, it stays unlocked, right? That's how this game works. If I unlock this, both of these have been unlocked now. At least one set of doors from outside are unlocked. Theoretically. And there may not be. I'll come back to this later. I'll be like, you know the meme, like, let me in? I'll be like literally like rattling up against like the walls, like, let me in. I don't know where the light switch for in here is. There are books in there though. So I don't know what's down in here. And I don't know if I can see what's down in there. And it doesn't have any external windows for me to find out. So, okay. What do we got in here? We have some entertainment, and I brought my card down for this because Keelan reckons that the schools sometimes have like lots of books. So I'm just down here to like loot some books, and I don't know if I'd need a whole bunch of, I guess it's junk when it says junk. I also looted the kitchen because I'm going to be down here probably for a little bit. So there's red pen, there's black pen, phone book. Phone book you can burn though, so I don't really mind that, but it looks pretty heavy. Might leave that be for the moment. Once waiting to happily saving both full flushes, stretch spores. No. I'm going to give you some pats if I can. I can't see back here. There we go. Okie dokie. Bookshelves. Cooking. Fantastic. Metalworking. Welding. Welding I could do with. I think I have welding gear. I just don't have the skills. So I'm definitely going to take her home. We're going to have a big old binge read. I think I'm gonna keep her at home at least like a day or two and just like binge. This is why I've been stockpiling food so that I don't have to go out, but I just don't know when the power and electricity go out. I think on the day when we no longer have power and electricity, whenever that will be, I will probably swap it that we just do some reading and some skills stuff. Like I'll probably open up a curtain, sit nearby and stuff so she's got some light and I'll get her to read. I know that she's picking up some books that she's already read, and from what I understand with Project Zomboid, if she's already read it, she doesn't get more experience from rereading it. So I can always use those as kindling in the fire. That's how I'm going to approach that. So, because previously when I was playing this offline with my partner, we had all these duplicate books and he just basically like threw it over the fence next door. I thought it was really funny because he just kept throwing shit over the neighbor's fence. And, oh yeah, I can't go in here. And, yeah, essentially I was like, oh, you know, we need stuff to like set on fire to start a fire and stuff like that. And, it probably would have helped if we had kept it. Now, Keelan reckons in the gym there could be... I mean, those two should be bathrooms, like locker rooms. But this should be an equipment storage, right? Yeah, a little bit. That's a happy smiling. Receives pat, lays down yawning. Taylor, oh, shin guards. That should be my second shin guard. Hold up. That's not wagging, falls asleep, saying you both full flushes. No. Lycan's already, like, dozed off. You don't really get XP from books. You get XP multipliers. You get extremely more XP from doing related stuff. So basically the idea is what, read a book and then go do a thing from that book. Is that the idea? Because I've been fucking wondering about that. When I see this, for instance, I see this, but I don't see a level coming from it. And I've had somebody tell me so far that I should... What was it? That I should do something before the TV. Before or after TV. I sat down and I was reading a book at the same time as I was watching the TV. So that I could get like both skills and stuff. But somebody went off at me for like doing that in the wrong order. And I'm like, I don't fucking know. So yeah. I don't know. But I've heard people talk about XP multipliers and all sorts of stuff. I'm also getting around with a broken bat, but it's got some level of usage. Did I not get that from this side? No, there we go. But I had to yawn. I guess this is empty, so the other side must have it. Interesting little bathroom design. So carpentry, for example, because we just found out that I actually do have a saw. I've been looking for a saw for like two Project Zomboid weeks. And I couldn't find one, and it just turns out that this whole time I've had one, I just didn't know because it just looked like the other saws. It looked similar to the other saws. So I was going to initially go around, like this place would be great for deconstructing these things just to get the skill up, because I'm not going to use a fucking cafeteria park bench looking motherfucking seat in my house in any capacity, I don't think. So, like, I could come through here... I'll probably just, like, bunker down for a couple of days and just, like, well, probably bunker down here for a month and just pull shit apart. But, like, I'd walk outside and probably die. That'd be how it would go. I guess we can unlock and lock the front door. I'm mostly just getting around, exploring stuff. Getting these doors... There we go. I've heard that if you open them from the inside, they stay unlocked. And that would be useful for me. So I can get back in, basically. Still more shit later, you know? Calculator. I don't know what a calculator and this would be needed for. Menu? Literature? It's literature, so I mean readable. 2 seconds of readability or something like that. Read level 1 book, get XP multiplier, watch TV to get XP, instantly reach level 2 in carpentry and read level 1 or read level 2 book. Rinse and repeat, and you can get level 10 carpentry within the first week if you're lucky with the books. That's nuts. Alright. No, that makes a little bit more sense why somebody was absolutely losing their fucking shit about, like, what I was doing. Like, to be fair, like, people gotta remember, like, even though, like, I've played this over a few various weeks, I'm still extremely new to it. Grim! Fucking, how the hell are you, man? Man, how the fuck are you, buddy? I love that we have the same fucking reaction to seeing each other. It's like, fuck's sake. Man, I've been thinking about you, mate. I'm like, wondering, like, where you are and stuff. Just, like, I don't know. Just, I assume Grim can appear at any time. He's like a Pokemon. It's like, if I run through this wild, like, cafe, is there going to be... Oh, I'm sorry. If I run through this, tall cafe, am I going to encounter a wild Grim? That's the correct way to sing it. Yeah. No, I'm alright, Grim. I don't know, I've like had a few falls and I'm a little bit tired, all that stuff, all the usual shit that is like me. What is going on with your health? She's getting damage from this. I'll have to take the shit out to car. I'll finish looting this room and I'll take the shit out to a car and stuff. You're struggling with the heat? Oh, really? Down here is like not that hot. We've been getting like rain. We've been getting rain and then we've been getting like there's been sunny days but it hasn't been hot. I've been wearing a jumper lately, which is obscene because it's fucking summer. Let me just leave that on there. They'll let me get back in later. Yeah. I shouldn't be wearing a jumper in summer here. Ooh. Yeah, no, eat the stale pizza slice regardless. But, yeah, I've been wondering about that because I'm like, we're kind of getting out of, well, it's getting into February, so we're kind of getting out of, like, the main heat of summer in Australia. So I figured you should be getting a little bit better sort of thing. But, yeah, last I knew, you were playing some 7 Days to Die offline. You were doing a specific playthrough and I imagine you must be like pretty much done if not moved on from that. I can't remember what you were doing with your RimWorld. It's been a little bit too long for me to remember the RimWorlds. I guess, I don't know, this is in here. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad with Project Zomboid, Grim. So this character has been alive before tonight. She's been alive 8.5 hours, or 8 hours 45 minutes, and then she's been alive tonight for 2 hours, so she's been alive for around about 10 or more hours at this point. I'm gonna go put her stuff in a car if I can't get out there. I should be able to get out this way and get to it quicker. But yeah, I've got a little, I wouldn't say little, I've got a house, I've got 3 cars so far. 2 of them don't have fuel. I was actually out here for fuel, but then Keelan mentioned that there was books in here, and yeah, so I thought I'd do that. But yeah, at the moment I'm doing a fucking billathon, Grim, so I've got like a whole bunch of like extra games and shit you guys haven't like seen me play before and stuff, and oh, some of the regular ones like this and whatnot still in the cycle. But I mean, aside from that, yeah, is usual. I don't really think of what else. It's a game. Oh boy, I can only last 3 days. Still learning. Oh really? Yeah, no, it's fucking difficult. I didn't want to unpack that, unfortunately. It's still really difficult. Like, I've watched a few people on YouTube do some really insane playthroughs where like they like bunker down in like a shopping center or something like that. Like the best one I saw was the group where they bunkered down like 100 people in a shopping center, like 100 players, multiplayer, and they just like let them form teams and they let them try to survive and scavenge, and they weren't allowed to leave the shopping center. If they went outside the shopping center or they left the door open and stuff, there was just hundreds of zombies outside of it. So like you could go outside, there was really good loot outside, but you were likely going to die and or get infected. So people started doing all sorts of stuff. Like they started going outside and like drawing the zombies through other people's areas, and like there was all sorts of tactical stuff, and it was like insane. It was just so funny. That's a fun experiment idea. Always has mixed results. Yeah. Well, if I can find the video, like I can't remember it off the top of my head. I feel like the guy was called like Hazard or something around about that. I just don't remember specifically. Where have I got on me so far? Also, welcome in, Andre. Zombies plus big damage zone outside you. Oh yeah, big damage zone outside you. But see, the thing is, like, I've still got the problem with just managing the amount of zombies in my local area. Like, I'm trying to wipe them out and stuff so that I'm no longer... Yeah, Harvest C. That's it. Harvest and Harvest C are who you're after. Yeah, you fucking know who it is. And now people know who you are. Cause shout out. But yeah, Andre is on my lap at the moment, as you guys can see. And yeah, I can never remember them because I know that they started with H, but I couldn't remember because the Z like sends me off. I've watched it as both a I will hydrate drill. Hold on. I've tried to watch the entire like VOD of his, but I preferred his breakdown episode. The only problem was there was one section where everybody started talking in what I suspect is like a Brooklyn accent, maybe. And I just found it was like overwhelmingly difficult to listen to. So I kind of like put on subtitles and I muted that section because everybody was screaming. Everybody was just offended and screaming and putting on accents. And while like I'm not great with picking up accents and shit, I was just finding like the overdramatic acting situation that they were doing was just driving me a bit nuts. So I fast forwarded a bit of it, right? And I'm going to take the yogurt and go sit inside and eat that because she's... I accidentally locked that. Fuck it. There we go. She's pretty overwhelmed at the moment. I'll take her back inside. I actually need to go in the kitchen because she needs water. But he's done a few others. I've watched the boat one. The boat one was funny. With fucking... What's a clown? It's like starts with a B. Bojangles. Bojangles a clown and stuff. Absolute psycho. There's other stuff too that he's done. I tried to watch some of them, but there was a few where they just like automatically like grouped up and all sorts of stuff, and I kind of liked... There's a Hunger Games one I haven't watched yet. I've still got to watch it. I might drink before that, but yeah. Said no foot protection, your toes are vulnerable. I know, we had try and throw in here the other day, right? And I was deeply concerned about my feet being nibbled and stuff, but it didn't happen, luckily, because I was playing 7 Days to Die instead, so I had shoes. But but yeah, no, I haven't got stuff yet. I'm still playing as random characters, by the way. So I've got like, I think shin pads. I might have accidentally put my knee pad back